What is the real meaning of love? Love is a strong feeling of affection and attachment. It can be between friends, family, or romantic partners. Love is the most powerful emotion that humans feel. It is a feeling that can bring out the best in people and give them hope for a better future. Love is not just an emotion but also a verb meaning to show affection, care for, and to cherish someone or something or be attracted to someone. Love has many meanings, but it will always be about caring for someone or something with all your heart and being willing to do anything for them. Love is any intense feeling of affection and commitment that you feel as a result of empathy, or devotion, or a sense of strong liking. It is a form of many complex human interactions and can include physical attraction, pleasure, attachment, caring, compassion, and respect. Love is an important component of human life. The need to love and be loved by others is one of the most basic needs in humans. Humans are made to bond with each other through love. Love refers to the strong affection and emotional attachment associated with romantic, parental, and platonic relationships. Love is the process of receiving love from others and giving to others. It can be a verb, to love. It can also be a noun. The state of being loved or loving. An expression of love. Love is a deep, passionate feeling for another person that develops over time. The psychology behind love. How it affects us. In this section, we will be talking about the psychology of love and how it affects us. We will be exploring the different types of love and what they mean for us as humans. There are many different types of love that we experience in our lives. The first type is called lust. Lust is a sexual desire that people experience towards others. This type of love is very short-term and can oftentimes lead to violence or other negative outcomes. The second type of love is called attachment. This type is when people feel a strong emotional attachment to someone else, typically their spouse or significant other. Attachment can often lead to feelings such as possessiveness, jealousy, and anger if the relationship were to end. The third type of love is called commitment. The fourth type of love is called companionate love. This type of love is affectionate and can sometimes lead to intimacy but not necessarily sexual attraction. The fifth and final type is called fatuous love. This term refers to a type of love that appears to be based on sentimentality, but in reality is not. This term is often used for platonic relationships. Love has been shown as both physical and emotional attraction and desire for union with another, typically to create a family or partnership. It is the deepest sense of caring, the joys and sorrows of being together. In human relationships, love has different meanings for different people. Some definitions include voluntary feelings of affection toward another person. In addition to this more common definition, other ones include feeling intense romantic or sexual attraction. The science behind falling in love. The role of dopamine. We often hear about the science behind falling in love, but what is it really? When we fall in love, our brain releases a hormone called dopamine. Dopamine is responsible for making us feel happy and euphoric. It also increases our perception of the world around us and makes us more focused on positive experiences. Marriage was created around the time of Christ's birth in the Middle East. In order to decrease the high divorce rate in that society, marriage introduced. Marriage, in the beginning, helped reduce these divorce rates because it required an agreement from both partners. However, the rules of marriage changed throughout history. Today it is not about the couple, but it is about society and how that affects marriage. This indicates a change in attitudes towards marriage, which can be seen as a good or bad. The psychology of breakups and heartbreak. The heartbreak is a painful feeling that many people experience. It is a natural response to the loss of something or someone that was close to us. What we need to know about the psychology of breakups and heartbreaks. We will explore how these emotions make us feel, why they happen, and how we can cope with them in our everyday lives. Compassion is the feeling of caring deeply about the suffering of another. It is the emotional response to an injustice. Psychologists have defined compassion as a combination of empathic concern and personal distress experienced in response to another's suffering. Empathy refers to our ability to understand, share, or feel someone else's emotions, thoughts, and experiences. Compassion is often a natural consequence of this skill. There are at least 3 components of compassion: the caring feeling for another, an emotional response to suffering, and a motivation to alleviate that suffering. Compassion is an emotion that develops when we identify with another human being. It's a feeling of caring for someone who is suffering or in need. Compassion motivates us to do something to help the person feel better or alleviate their suffering. Compassion motivates us to serve, whereas empathy can make us feel like an outsider looking in. It is the natural progression from compassion to care for someone who is suffering. You might be in the right place to help them, but without understanding their perspective or what's happening in their life, you might not know. Compassion is definitively the foundation of caring for another. What are the reasons we fall in love? Love is a complicated emotion that can be difficult to understand. There are many reasons why people fall in love, but what are some of the most common? Feeling safe and secure with your partner. Feeling needed by your partner. Finding someone who makes you feel good about yourself. Finding someone who shares similar values. Falling in love with the idea of the person, rather than just their outward appearance. Wanting to share your life with someone. Wanting to find a person who you can have a future with. Feeling that you are part of someone's life journey. Having a physical/emotional attraction towards your partner. Wanting to have children with your partner. Wanting to be able to maintain the relationship for a long period of time. Wanting someone who is going to be a good parent for your children.